Hi friends, welcome back to Sheena's Homestead. It is fall here on the farm and you can see how beautiful the trees are. Everything is turning a beautiful golden color. It's just an awesome time to be in the Midwest. But I'm going to give you a very quick Wednesday update. We have a very deep frost coming. It is on the way, should be here over Halloween. The low temperatures at night are going to be 24 degrees, so that's pretty chilly. The frosts that we have had up until this point have just been light frost, and yes, they have killed a lot of the tomatoes. The ones that I covered with this plastic, I uncover them during the day. These are still hanging out. I mean, not bad considering my other tomatoes look like this. So that is a very stark difference. And I still have some pepper plants here that are hanging on just because we've covered them. So that idea was definitely a success. And I will do that next year too. I've gotten about 3.5 weeks longer out of my tomatoes and pepper plants than I would have if I did not cover them. So that has been helpful. And this is my main garden. Kale is still going. I have some cabbage. Obviously the squash are done. This is some Swiss chard. It's rainbow chard, some of it. Absolutely beautiful. You can see here my cabbage is still going strong. I planted a whole bunch of garlic here and in the other bed. If you want to see that video, that is already up. You can see the full episode. And then here is some rainbow chard that we still have going. I am going to harvest all of that today and get some of it in the freeze dryer. And yeah, we're going to use some of the stalks as like a celery, and the leaves I will powder up and we can add to smoothies in the winter time. I have arugula left. I have lettuce that's gone to seed. Actually, that one is a really good representation of what we want it to look like. I do have a video about saving the seeds. You can go back a couple weeks and look at that one. I still have dill growing. This is rosemary, and this is cilantro, and I have quite a bit of it. So we are going to harvest some of that today too. And then as a little surprise, I have some random dill growing over here on this side. I did plant that quite a while ago and it didn't come up. So I assumed that it got eaten by birds, but it was a late bloomer. So that's a nice little surprise. This year, my pumpkin harvest didn't go well at all. We had a severe drought here in the Midwest, and so therefore I didn't get a lot out of my pumpkin yield. I planted them up in the front away from this garden, so I don't think they got enough water. But then as the fall has gone on, it's been one of the most rainy and wet falls we've had in a very long time. So guess what? They've started growing and flowering now, which obviously that's not going to amount to anything. So unfortunately, my pumpkin yield for the year is no good. It's kind of sad. I think I'm going to focus on that next year and make it a priority because we love pumpkin and so do our chickens and ducks. Another crop that I have that is still going is our lettuce. Let me show you. There is quite a bit in here. The arugula is most certainly taken over, but there's a lot of green left in there too. We've got some lettuce. We harvested so much from this little spot this year. So proud of that. And then over here we have carrots. And the carrots will be fine in the frost. They actually get sweeter when it gets colder, so I don't mind leaving those. And here is another winter crop, and this is broccoli. You can see right there in the middle, Some broccoli is starting to grow. And then over here, the grass and the weeds have started to take over this bed, but I have some rainbow chard here, so I'm gonna pull this as well. And then for those of you who are new, this is our orchard. We have apples, pears, peaches. We have a couple cherry trees, and we have grapevines along the fence, and blueberries back in the corner. After 2020, we decided that we wanted to get serious about our food and the things that we grow here on our own property, because we've got some space to do that. So we put in, I think the first round was 34 fruit trees, and we've added to that since then. And guess what? I'm still thinking about adding more. We want to get an apple variety that doesn't ripen until later October. So like, if we could find something that is still going around this time of year, that would be ideal. So if you have a tree that you could suggest for us, I would greatly appreciate that. But we're always looking to add to our orchard collection here. And then if you missed it, here is where we planted all of our garlic. I think that I had 107 cloves of garlic that I planted in this spot here. And then over on this side, I planted another 100. So I am hoping and praying that all of that goes well and that we have a lot of garlic in our future. So it is sad every time I come out here. I think, is this my last time harvesting? And in the past couple episodes, I thought maybe that was it, but it wasn't. But this is it. But we are gonna get some really cold temperatures coming up, and our gardening season has come to an end, sadly, but we feel so blessed, and I learned so much this year. And I hope that you learned a lot too. We learned from each other. I love all the comments that you guys put down below and let me know thoughts and different things that have worked for you. It's just such an amazing community to be able to share with each other and learn in this way. Okay, well, I am gonna get to it. I am gonna start picking a lot of the crops here and trying to get out of it our last final harvest. Okay friends, so because I can't let go of my garden and I know a big frost is coming, I decided to take some of the herbs in my garden and kind of dig them up and put them into this little planter. So here I have some cilantro, and I have rosemary, and I have a little side of dill here. I figure what's the harm in just bringing them inside and harvesting a couple more times. Hopefully I can keep them alive into the winter. It'd be awesome if I could just keep them going year round, but we'll see how far we get with them. But I think I'm gonna dig some of them up and bring them inside, because why not? So I have another pretty little pot that I got from Menards, and I'm gonna fill this one as well. So I'm just going to dig right underneath my plant and push up. I've got this beautiful little cilantro. I'll prune back all these spent pieces here. We're gonna put this right in here. And there we go. All right, friends. Well, it looks like I have my work cut out for me in preserving all of this, but it's definitely worth it. I'm absolutely gonna take this inside and get it into the freeze dryer and preserve as much as I can so we can enjoy these nutrients all through the winter months. Thank you so much for following along with me today on Update Wednesday. This is our very last time in the garden for this year. I am so appreciative of each and every one of you. This channel has grown so much in the last year. I'm very proud of all the work we've done together, and I just want to encourage you. I am a new gardener as well. I've only been doing this 4 or 5 years, but not even close to the level that I did this year, and look at all that we accomplished together. I want to encourage you because you can do this too. It's not as hard as you think, and it's okay to make mistakes. We all do. We're all learning. So think about your garden over the winter. Think about all the new things that you want to do and that you want to try. If you want to start small, that's okay, and we'll work up to it together. But thanks again for being a part of this journey with me. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you don't mind, like, comment, and subscribe, and please share me with a friend, and I will see you next time on Sheena's Homestead. Bye.